From the Toffees to the Tractor Boys, the Eagles to the Seagulls, Gunners, Bees, Hammers and Magpies, Premier League teams have got a load of crazy nicknames. Ever wondered where they came from? Let's start with Everton. They're dubbed the Toffees, but why? Well, because when the club was formed, just down the road there were two local toffee shops. Ye Ancient Everton Toffee House and Mother Noblet's Toffee Shop were big fan favourites. Next, they say if you can't beat 'em, join 'em, and that's exactly what Ipswich Town did when it came to their nickname. The term Tractor Boys used to be chanted by their opponents as a way of putting the team down for their farming background. But during one game back in the late 90s, Ipswich were 1-0 up and they decided to flip the script. 1-0 to the Tractor Boys, they sang, and a new nickname was born. Let's head to Leicester, famous for more than just a red, well, orangey cheese and Jamie Vardy. Leicestershire is also the birthplace of fox hunting, hence the Foxes. Next up, turns out apples are not the only fruit that don't fall far from the tree. Bournemouth's nickname, the Cherries, comes from the fact the club's stadium was originally built right next to a bunch of cherry orchards. This next story actually involves two club nicknames. It started with Crystal Palace. They were having an absolute nightmare run back in the early 70s. They'd been relegated after a terrible spell and manager Malcolm Allison decided enough was enough. He wanted a new nickname, something strong, fast and destined for success. Something exactly like an eagle. But there's more to this one. Brighton were in search of a nickname too, and Palace finally gave them what they needed. In a heated match between the two back in 1976, Palace fans began chanting, "Eagles, Eagles." And some clever Brighton fans came up with the perfect reply, "Seagulls, Seagulls." Not all club nicknames have a crazy story though. Take the Gunners. That just comes from the fact a group of munitions workers in the Royal Arsenal factory in Woolwich set up the club in 1886. On the flip side, some nicknames seem simple, but there's a bit more to them. Like West Ham. The Hammers is actually nothing to do with the ham part of the name. It comes from the fact the club used to be called Thames Ironworks FC and was made up of workmen and shipbuilders. So next time the away...
Here we go with the main event of the evening.
Good evening and welcome to the Sports Bar. Me, Jamie O'Hara. Over there, Jason Cundy.
Has anyone seen Liverpool getting tired of doing this on its slot? Virgil van Twerk, can you hear me twerky? You're Mr. One hell of a beating Jurgen Klopp. Let's spend FC. What's going on? Jamie Webster, you're Mr. One hell of a beating. Never walk alone, do you? Maybe you can't walk together. Darren Lewis, the Liver Bird, 100% Mo, 100% garbage, 100% Mo. You're Mr. One hell of a beating. Moaning Mo, Florian Wirtz, who's he? Florian Wirtz, who's he? Jonathan Airport, the comment. Can you hear me, comment? You're Mr. One hell of a beating. Liverpool Lime Street. John Bishop again at the Cavern Club. LeBron James again. Georgie Gavin, Mo Salah. Why did he play at the weekend? Is that Margay? Can you hear me, Beatles? Can you hear me, Sonia? You're Mr. One hell of a beating.
Oh, poor Liverpool. What is going on? Liverpool. What is going on? Is Arnie Slot under pressure? It is a shambles right now. Absolutely embarrassed at the Etihad. 7 losses in their last 10 games. You can have your say. 03, 717, 22, 33, 44. Arsenal finally show weakness. Does that City performance put you under a bit of a pressure now? Can't beat Sunderland. Newcastle, though, what's going on with you? Got smashed 3-1 again. Eddie Howe having a stinker in the Premier League. And we got loads to go at. Dermot Gallagher's going to come on and talk about the shocking decisions, as usual, from that lot. But we can't do it without you. You know what to do. 03 717 22 33 44.
And it's Erling Haaland. You can't keep a great striker down. Manchester City 1, Liverpool 0. Manchester City 1, Liverpool 1. But very belatedly, up goes the offside flag.
And it is overturned. The goal will not stand.
14 seconds before the linesman raised his flag. The wrong decision was made.
Oh, it's another goal. It's a brilliant one as well from the edge of the penalty area. Nico Gonzalez, take a bow, fella.
Oh, there we go. And my word, does he deserve this? Jeremy Doku has just made it Manchester City 3, Liverpool 0.
After 19 games, gives maybe a bit better impression than 5, 6, 7, 11.
You still think they can win the title? No chance.
It's harsh. It's harsh.
It's not harsh, mate.
No, it's harsh.
No, there's nothing harsh about that.
Circus is coming out ready.
No, that was fully deserved, matey. The circus music, the clown, it's fully deserved.
You feel like that?
I should have had a clown hat on doing
You
that.
should have had the
mate,
clown hat
really.
on, mate. You know, it's not
Yeah,
unacceptable
yourself
from you, mate. You let yourself down there.
Yeah,
Shambles.
not good enough, mate. Absolutely terrible performance. They were way off it. Way off it. Miles off it, mate.
Yeah, like your hairline.
My hairline's better than their performance, mate. Take my hairline.
By the way, before we get into Liverpool, what's going on here? What's going on in front of the desk?
Well,
I'm not happy.
bit of paraphernalia.
There's a lot of Chelsea all of a sudden knocking about the desk.
That's what happens when you club world champions.
No, but I mean, like, I'm not happy. Like, I've got your ugly mug.
Well,
Both ends of the table.
well, there's nothing I can do about that, mate.
Yeah, when you said you was going to start getting a scarf, you was going to get a sports bar.
Don't worry,
scarf.
mate. It's in the pipeline. Don't
And now
worry.
all of a sudden we've got a world champion.
Don't worry. When the world champions, you know, we got that. You got another 3.5 years, mate.
Yeah. That got sent in, right? So your mate down at Stamford Bridge.
Yeah, I don't know who sent me that.
It's the guy who's...
No, it's not.
It is. It's the
No,
guy who
it's
does
not.
the scarves.
No, it's not the same
It is.
guy.
It's the same guy. And he's
Actually,
basically
yeah,
sent it into talkSPORT because he can't get rid of them at Chelsea. So he's giving them to you.
Give them away. I don't know what I don't even know what they retail at, mate. Send me a couple.
Jason Cundy.
Retail?
I don't know what they
Retail? They're freebies.
Mate, they're not freebies, mate.
They're freebies.
Good quality as well, I noticed. Good quality. Oh, dearie,
How
mate.
you been, mate? All right?
I'm all right, mate.
Good weekend for you?
Good weekend. We're third. Honestly, I can't believe it. It's like I look at the league table, I'm like, no, someone's added that up wrong. Right, it can't work out. We're third. We're second before the game yesterday. Man City looked good, mate.
Man City look very good.
Ooh, I think there's a few gooners listening to this thinking, they're coming. I can hear them. I can smell them.
Do you feel Arsenal, just starting to look over their shoulder a little bit, going, oh,
Well, I think that
here we go.
there will be, I've got Arsenal to win it for the reasons I laid out. I think Arsenal defensively the best side, but I noticed that actually City have only conceded 3 more goals than Arsenal. Yeah, it's not a huge amount, but I'm still going for Arsenal to win it. I hope I'm wrong. I hope you're right. I hope City get over the line.
You were saying to me, you got to come to terms with it.
No,
You gotta
no.
come to the fact.
No.
Arsenal are going to do it.
Well, I've made peace
Man
early, Jay.
City are there. They are back.
They look like they're
I
back.
said it at the start of the
Jay,
season.
do you know-
Don't write them off.
Jay, it wasn't that long ago, mate. They got beat 1-0 away at Villa.
Yeah,
right?
no, but look how well Villa are playing.
I know, but I'm just saying. Let's just wait and see. I hope you're right. I hope City come good, and there'll be some Arsenal tears at the end of the season. That's what I'm hoping.
Oh, yeah, well, I hope so too. I'll be drinking them out of the cup.
Mind you, look, there's always going to be a game where they come up a bit short. Sunderland have shown what a good team they are. Sunderland, you and I were doing the phone. Sunderland were good value. They were good value for a point. They harassed them. Second half, they went for a real malaise, didn't they? Where Arsenal got on top, and it did feel as that second goal was coming. And after that, I didn't see Arsenal dropping it. I just couldn't see how they were going to get back into it.
No.
But Robbie, what a great finish from him, by the way. It's a superb finish on the volley.
Who?
Well, is it Brobby?
Oh, yeah, great goal.
Yeah.
Great goal.
yeah.
Deserved it.
Yeah, they did.
Well, we done the show. You shot off because you had to do the Chelsea
I had to
game.
go and see Chelsea. It
So-
was a whooping.
So as I walked downstairs and as I walked out of the office, I see everyone in the Redwood celebrating. I'm like, what's happened here?
Spurs fans,
Yeah.
Chelsea fans, West Ham fans,
My son,
Millwall fans.
my son was standing outside. He went, "There's loads of Sunderland fans in the Redwood. They're all going mad." I went, "They ain't Sunderland fans. It's everyone else in London.
Everyone else.
Everyone that ain't an
Charlton,
Arsenal fan.
Watford.
Millwall, everyone."
Everyone piling in, yeah.
A little birdie, a friend of mine, said he saw you out as well in the Bluebird in Chelsea, enjoying yourself.
Oh, yeah. Really?
Yeah. Said you
Yeah.
looked
News
like a bit
travels
of a...
fast.
Yeah, said you was a bit of a rotten egg in there.
Do you know what?
Stood out like a sore thumb.
So I went, after the game, I went out with Jodie and Alex Ojo, the brilliant presenter that speaks about 15 languages. And I ended up in the Redwood, right?
Yeah.
No, not the
In
Redwood. I ended up in the Bluebird, do apologise. And,
Of course you were. Bluebird, Kings Road.
well, yes, I
Jason
used to
Cundy.
go there 30 years ago, mate.
I know you did.
Do you know? And I used to know, that was before, it was like a market when I used to live on the Kings Road, right?
Yeah.
Mate, I felt so old.
It's a good gaff, though.
It is a great gaff, but
Good gaff.
I just felt a bit old, mate. Do you know what I
Don't
did.
know
I
if
could
you
be
could-
most of their. I could be most of their dads that were in there, mate. I did feel. I mean, look, I can schmooze with the best of them, right?
Yeah.
When late night, I can still do late nights, mate. I've been, but I did feel a little bit.
over the hill?
Did a little bit, mate.
Was you standing at the bar thinking?
I did.
I don't know if I.
My dodgy knee was hurting.
Yeah, your knee's hurt. He wants a seat. He's got tight trousers on.
Yeah,
everyone's in Ric Flair's now.
I did feel a little bit like, come on, mate, you've done this. But they go out. We're gonna tagged along, Jay. That's all I did is tag along, mate.
Tagged along. Go home, mate.
No, I should have. Oh well, no. Do you know what?
Go home. You're too old for it now.
Well, that's the problem, right? I am. When there's like, he's vodka bluebird. Yeah, go on in. I thought it was 25 again, not 55.
Right, we've got to talk about Liverpool.
Yes.
They are shambles at the moment.
Yeah.
What has gone on there this season? Arne Slot is having an absolute beast. Is he under pressure?
Well, the fact you've asked the question, I think there are certain Liverpool fans that I've listened to over the weekend. Some are, even before the weekend, right? Remember, we had a couple saying that he doesn't really know what he's doing here. And there's been a lot of change at the club. There's a lot of mitigating circumstances. I personally don't think he is right this second, but that can't carry on, by the way. And they have been bang average all season. They're getting away with it. Got away with a brilliant free kick against Arsenal. There were a couple of late goals against Bournemouth. There was a couple of late goals in games where they managed to get themselves, not just back on level terms, managed to get a win. And then all of a sudden they come up against Palace and against Chelsea. And those performances that we saw beforehand were very similar, but they weren't getting away with it and they were getting beat. And there is issues at Liverpool. There is no getting away with it. It's smacking you straight in the face. That performance yesterday against a really good City side, but that's not the Liverpools. I've seen Liverpool go. They go toe-to-toe. Klopp and Pep, those boys would go. They'd trade blows, both home and away. That was men v boys. And Wirtz, at the moment, he looks like a little boy on the pitch. He cannot get involved in games, can't influence games, the physicality of it. Everyone, in fact, pick on Wirtz because every single Liverpool, I thought Szoboszlai's probably been their best player this season, I think.
Yeah, he has.
He is probably the one that stands up and has a fight. Ekatike couldn't get involved in the game at all. Gravenberch couldn't affect the game. Felt sorry for Bradley. Getting left with Doku was outstanding. And he'd done as much as he could. Then you got Kanate coming across. And, if you're going to get there, deal with it. The one that led to the penalty.
The goal.
Right? Deal with it. Get there and deal with it. Because coming across ain't the worst decision. In fact, he's probably made the right call. When you get there, deal with it. Van Dijk, everyone's telling me he's the best defender the world's ever seen. He looks miles away from it as well. Robinson's, Kenny last 90 minutes. We'll talk about the goal in a Salah. They were just, I think probably the worst performance of Liverpool. And they put in a couple of stinkers this season, by the way, Liverpool. Yeah, they were miles off.
I mean, you just buried the whole team.
Well, they're all crap. That's why. They were. There's no getting away from it.
Whooping.
Well, they were, weren't they?
Yeah.
No,
yeah.
I mean...
No. Yeah, no.
I mean, I can't... What do you want me to say? I can't polish a turd here, mate. And go the other side, City were excellent. I mean, City...
You're calling them a turd?
Well, you can't polish a turd. You can't polish that performance. Can you?
You said, so they're turd?
Well, it's a euphemism, right? But they were. Come on, let's call it for what it is. They were terrible yesterday. It was 3. Okay, the goal just, the
goal
Van Dijk
could change the game.
Yeah, the goal could change the game.
It should be a goal.
But, yeah, we'll talk about that, and the goal should have stood. But that doesn't detract from the performance.
No.
You can't use that. Liverpool have been getting away with it, and they ain't getting away with it at the moment, and it looks like they're getting worse. Having said that, they were excellent against Real Madrid midweek, so, but that can't carry on, mate. That simply cannot carry on because they were second rate all over the pitch.
All right, Liverpool fans, you can have your say. Let's go to Chico, who's a Liverpool fan. Chico.
All right, Chico.
Hello, mate. How you doing?
All right, Chico.
Right. Yeah, man.
Have you got the time, Chico?
Nah, no time.
No time.
Chico time.
Okay. All right.
I would just like to talk about yesterday's performance. It's embarrassing, man. Obviously, we win a few games, then we lose. We're playing City for the title race. Now we're 8th. I think Slot done a big mistake in selling Diaz. I think Diaz should have stayed, and we should have not got Wirtz. He's not done nothing.
It's been a tough...
Let's be for real. Why has he done?
Well, it's tough for him, matey.
He had a good game at Madrid, but did he score?
No.
No, he's had a tough introduction.
Look.
Diaz, when he was in the team, he was electric. Doku's performance reminds me of when Diaz was for Liverpool, the way he plays in that.
I know, but Diaz, right? When I look at when I look at Doku, all right, he's been inconsistent for Man City, but he has got star quality, and he was breathtaking at the weekend. But he's physically ready and able to play at that level. He's ready to play Premier League football. He can take a hit. He's strong. He's sharp. You know, he's everything you want from a winger or a player who plays, you know, in the forward line. When I look at Florian Wirtz, and I get, like, he's got quality. We know that. You don't become an £120 million player without having star quality. He just looks so lightweight. Like, so lightweight. He's like an academy player playing there.
Bundesliga is different to the Premier League.
I know, but they know the recruitment. Surely Liverpool, when they're looking at a player and he's coming from Bundesliga.
I think we should have, instead of spending on our forwards, I think we should have reinvested in the defence. Got Kirk Gahey, or you know what I mean? Because
I don't know what's happened to Canate. Looks like he's playing with ice skates.
They're aging. They're aging. They're like in their 30s now. They're aging, man. They've had a good couple of years. I think it's showing now, isn't it?
Canate's 26, by the way.
Oh, is he?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's 26.
I just don't know what to say, man. I called up against Galatasaray a few weeks back.
Oh, that was bad.
And, yeah, that was bad. And now, we beat Villa, Madrid, and then lose to City. Now we've got Forest next game.
Yeah, I mean, look, he's got to get on top of this slot because this malaise, this downturn in performances, it has been going on all season. This is not something new. The results at the beginning of the season kind of masked a little bit what the performances were about.
I remember you saying they've been all right and they're winning.
But and winning is the most important thing. But you can't keep putting in those levels of performance and getting away with it, you know. And they've stopped now, Liverpool. And now the performances are pretty much them. I mean, that's as bad as I've seen this season, actually. And they've dipped again. You're up against one of the best sides in Europe. You're going to get it handed to you. They got it handed. It was 3-0. On another day, mate, it could have been 4-5-1. It really could have been.
Yeah. All right, get your calls in, Liverpool fans. I wonder if 100% Mo.
No, he won't. He'll bottle it again.
I wonder if he phones us up. He's gone very quiet on the sports bar recently. And Liverpool 7th in the table. Not looking good for them. We want to have your say. Loads to go out from the weekend. 03 717 22 33 44. listening to the Sports Bar on talkSPORT. Me, Jamie O'Hara and Jason Cundy. Want to hear from Liverpool fans? How much more of this can you take? Enough is enough. 03 717 22 33 Here's Liverpool boss Arne Slot after the game, frustrated by the decision to disallow the equaliser. He was that rattled. He brought up an incident in a City game from last season.
Immediately when I went inside after the game, people showed me a moment last season where City played away at Wolves, where City scored a goal, where I think it was Bernardo Silva who was ducking, and they allowed that goal. The VAR said, come and take a look. Same referee, by the way, Chris Kavanagh, come and take a look. And he went to the screen, did take a look and said the goalie could see the ball. There's no reason to disallow this goal, so it should be allowed. And I don't think the linesman should have raised his flag, or maybe he did this because the referee told him to, but then Michael Oliver should have always overturned that decision, which he didn't do. And let me leave my comments by that.
What's he babbling on about? The referee told the linesman to stick his flag up. What's he on about?
You're not having it?
No, I'm not having it. No.
Coming out with excuses?
Yeah, that's what we're hearing there, mate. Look, to lean on that, look, he's asked the question, right, and he's answered it. But the truth is, they were well beaten. Well beaten. And the problem you've got is the lino stuck his flag up. The linesman, he's in an offside position, Robertson, right?
Yeah.
Now, that in itself is not an offence to be in an offside position. He only gets, from his perspective, he only gets to look down the line, and he sees him duck.
Yeah.
Right? Well, I don't blame him sticking his flag up.
No, it's then down to VAR.
Then it's down to what should have happened is that once he sticks his flag up and everything's settled, VAR should have looked at it and sent Kavanagh to the screen.
Mm-hmm.
That's what should have happened. It's the reason they didn't is not Kavanagh's fault. Kavanagh's got no control. He's got nowhere to move. He's got nowhere to go. He can't go asked to see the screen. He's now on-field decision offside.
Yeah.
Right? Which he was in offside position.
Mm-hmm.
Then you see the goal, and then common sense should have prevailed. They should have sent Kavanagh over to the screen. Kavanagh looks at it, and then he's got all the evidence in front of him.
Yeah.
You can see how close Robertson was to the goalkeeper. I don't blame the lino stick this flag up, because actually, and from his view, yeah, he's in offside position, and stick it up. That's where VAR should intervene, and they should take the reins. Someone at Stockley Park decided that was not clear and obvious. Where a goal's scored, they got to send Kavanagh over. It's as simple as that.
I agree with you. He has reared his ugly head. 100%
Oh,
Mo
yeah.
has phoned us up. All right, Mo.
Here he is. Here he is. All right, Mo, I've got the old clown outfit on for you, matey.
Hey, Candy and Timothy. First, before we start, I've just come back from abroad and I'm deaf. I'm hard of hearing.
Yeah.
One of my ears, so I won't be able to hear much what you say, Candy.
Yes, you will.
Yeah.
Don't worry about that.
Yeah.
Yes, you will, Mo.
Now, the only thing I will say to you, Candy, is yesterday we were cheated. Yeah.
Oh, here we go.
Come on, he was absolutely diabolical. Yeah. I mean, the Premier League, such a great league, but this year, I'm afraid they want Pep to win the league. I feel sorry for Arsenal because you know what? City are going to get all the decisions like a few years back when Rodri handled the ball against Everton and where we didn't get anything.
Mo, can you hear that?
And,
Can you hear that, Mo?
I can't hear anything,
No,
Candy.
can you? Let me tell you, it's the violin, Mo. What do you reckon?
I can't hear you, Candy.
Violin, Mo.
Candy, I can't hear you.
It's the violin, Mo.
Mo,
I can't hear you, Candy.
Mo, come on, mate. You can't be coming on spouting absolute nonsense. You're
Listen,
spouting
Jimmy
nonsense,
G.
mate. You
Jimmy
can't
G,
be blaming
look.
the referee decision and the goal.
Listen,
You got
Jimmy G,
completely
I mean,
outplayed.
come on.
Got whooping.
That would have been. Listen, Jimmy G, that would have
Whoop
been
it.
1-1, and Kavanagh knew that Liverpool are going to rise. They were going to
what
rise.
are you
We
on
would have
about?
beaten City. Come on, Jimmy G, we would have beaten City yesterday.
No, you wouldn't.
But you know what?
You're miles off
You know
it.
what? As soon as they disallowed that goal, I thought, here we go again.
Mo.
It's absolutely corruption at the highest level.
Mo, why would you-
I can
You
only
can't
hear
say
Jimmy
that.
G. I
Mo,
can't hear Candy.
why?
Candy, I
I've
can't hear
got
you.
the league table here, Mo.
Candy,
Yeah.
I can't hear you, Candy. I can only hear Jimmy G.
Well,
Jimmy
okay.
G, go on.
Well, look, Jimmy D will tell
speak.
you. I've only got the
Jimmy
league
G,
table,
speak.
and it only goes
Jimmy
up to
G.
Man United. Mo.
Jimmy J, speak.
Mo.
I can't hear Candy. Candy, I'm deaf.
Okay,
I can't
Mo,
hear you.
here, I've got the league table. Arsenal,
Yeah, go on.
Man City, Chelsea, Sunderland, Tottenham, Aston Villa, Man United.
That's all we got.
That's all we got, mate.
We're in Liverpool.
But listen
I can't
to me,
see-
J-
where's
Jimmy G,
Liverpool?
Jimmy G, Listen to me. It's only November. We're only 8 points behind. The title is still there. The title is still there, Jimmy G.
It's gone, Mo.
They're going to do it.
It's gone.
They're going to do it.
Mo,
Jimmy
come
G.
on.
Come on, I'm being honest now. I'm telling you, look, we've had a bit of a rough patch here. You expect that from getting all these new players in and everything.
What are you on about?
You don't expect that at all.
Spent 500 million.
You said you're going to win the title.
I can't hear Candy at all. Jimmy G. Jimmy G, right, yeah? You expect that, yeah? You expect that. I mean, come on. The boys are just going to get into the gear, and when they do, they're going to just absolutely just become unbeatable.
Mo, you can't keep coming on here saying you're going to win the quad. You're going to do this. Come on. You're a Liverpool fan, mate. You've got to admit this is nowhere near good enough. This ain't good enough.
Look. Like I said to you, Liverpool, we're all in it together. We win, lose, draw.
We keep losing.
Together.
Keep losing.
I can't hear Candy. I can't hear that. What's that noise in the background? Candy, shut up. Yeah, Candy, shut up.
Oh, you can hear that, can you?
Jimmy G, listen, I can only hear your side, yeah? So I am telling you.
No, tell him from me, they're garbage. Go on, tell him from me.
Candy says he's garbage.
Well, Candy said what? He wants cabbage?
You're a cabbage.
Jimmy J, listen, it's only November. Have faith. We're
Ask him this. What's happened to Liverpool leading at Christmas? They're leading the Premier League.
No, Candy said, what's happened to Liverpool leading at Christmas? Where's that gone? Where's the quad gone?
Yeah, is it? It's not Christmas
Where's
yet.
The quad?
Is it? I mean, come on. The quad is gone this year, Candy.
It's gone.
God, is it?
It's gone.
It's gone in November.
I can't hear him. I can't. I'm struggling to hear
Ask him. Is he slot out? Ask him.
Candy.
Yeah, Jay. Don't worry, Jay. I'll talk to you.
Candy said, is it slot out?
No, man, no way. Arnie Slot's the best manager in the Premier League. What are you on about?
What are you on about, mate?
Listen, Jimmy G, you are the intelligent person on that sports bar, yeah? You're intelligent, yeah? You're a Clark Kent second brother, yeah? You go on Sky Sports, you wear them shades, yeah? You're brilliant, yeah? Just tell your sidekick to keep his gob shut, because I can't hear him.
Ask him, can you have a look at me on TV at the minute? I'm dressed like one of your players, Mo.
I can't hear him. Jimmy G, what's he saying?
He said, "What? Are you on YouTube? Can you watch him on YouTube?"
No, I've got this old Nokia phone, man.
He's dressed up as one of your players. What do you think he looks like?
He can't be one of our players because he's not good enough.
No, he's dressed up as one of your players. What do you think he is?
Dressed up. He probably thinks.
Tell him I've got a red nose on to give him a clue.
Yeah.
He probably thinks, he's handsome as what's his name, Sabozlai, but he's not.
Honestly, he's got a big red nose.
Red nose? Is it Pinocchio?
Your Pinocchio's some of the rubbish you come out with.
Honestly, Mo, what's happened, mate? Seriously, what's happened?
Look, mate, look, I'm being totally serious, yeah? I can't hear Candy, which is brilliant, superb. God, it's brilliant, yeah? But I'm telling you now that you just hang fire, the boys will be back.
Back where? Ask him back where.
What's that?
Ask him back where.
That noise, that crackling noise. Jimmy J. Jimmy J.
Mo, you boys took one hell of a beating, Mo. Got battered.
Whooping.
Embarrassing you lot, Mo. And you're an embarrassment to Liverpool.
Jimmy J, I've got a message for you. I've got a message for someone. Jimmy J, tell Jackie,
Yeah.
To shut a gob.
Mate, you need to apologise to Jackie.
Say well done, Jackie.
Yeah. Listen, she needs to shut up, man.
What do you mean?
I mean, the cheats, the points, the cheats, they're just
all
cheats.
Get her on.
I feel sorry for Arsenal fans this year because you know what? This Premier League is corrupt.
Well, it's not. It's not, Mo. But are you going to are you going to say well done, Jackie? I'm sure she's listening.
Yeah, it doesn't hurt.
Say what?
Say well done, Jackie.
I don't want a jacket.
No, say well done to Jackie. Say well done to Jackie.
Oh, Jackie, is she coming on? Yeah.
No, she's not on. She's not on. No, but she might be listening. I think you should say thank you. Well done.
Well done for what?
Give you a whooping.
They win at the weekend. Say well done.
Jimmy G, shut up, man. Come on, Jimmy G. I've had enough.
You just told her to shut up. That's a bit unfair.
Eh?
It's a bit unfair to say to Jackie to shut up.
Poor from you, Mo.
Just say well done, Jackie.
No,
I'm sure she's listening.
I was listening to the show the other day, and she was like mentioning me, and I thought, do you know what? The cheating, all the cheating yesterday. I mean, all of the England is happy because you know what? City won because they cheated. The Premier League is absolutely corrupt, and do you know what?
Honestly,
all the
you can't
callers
be
listening
spouting
out
that
there.
garbage.
Jimmy,
Well, Jackie's phoned us up, by the way. Right, Jackie?
All right, Jack Stowe, well done, Jack.
Thank you, guys. Hello, Mo. How are you?
How are we, Jacqueline?
Oh, you can hear it now, can you?
Absolutely. Hang on, you will hear me out now. You lot yesterday were absolutely outplayed by every single City player. And hang on a minute, what's his face? Bradley, good God alive, Doku run him a merry dance up and down, round and round like being in a washing machine. You were terrible, Mo. Even Salah couldn't get in the game. Young Nico O'Reilly had him in his pocket.
Jack, we're going to come back to you because I've got a break. Mo, wait there because we're going to come back. Liverpool fans want to hear from you. Man City fans, are you back? Titles on. 03 717 22 3344. listening to the Sports Bar talkSPORT. Me, Jamie O'Hara and Jason Cundy. Reminder, talkSPORT now on your smart TV. Just grab the app on your Android TV and Google TV. We're even on Prime Video. talkSPORT, live on your screen as well as your speakers. Still to come, we're going to be joined by Dermot Gallagher. We'll go over the big decisions at the weekend. Let's get back to the big clash of the weekend. 100% Mo versus Jackie Knuckles. Jackster.
Yes, Jamie.
Yous were brilliant. Yous are back. The title's on.
Yeah, yeah, we're back. We're definitely back. Honest to God, Mo, why can't you just admit for once that you weren't good enough? We beat you fair and square. Okay, I agree. That goal probably should have stood, which I do agree. Haaaaas missed the penalty, and I really thought, oh God, here we go. It's not going to be our day. But the boys were just superb yesterday. Each and every one of them. I mean, like Anton said to Majestic last night about Rodri, we're not ever going to put Gonzalez in the same bracket as Rodri, but my God, that lad has come on in leaps and bounds. He was very slow at the beginning when he came to us, but he's brilliant now. Every single per Donnarumma, oh my God, he's amazing. And Haaland, we're back. Come on, Mo, admit it, we are back. You lot are declining every week. 7 defeats in 10. You're going through exactly what we went through last season, and we were crap last season. I admit it. From November to March, we were crap. But we're back. Come on, Mo, what you got to say about that?
Are you all right, Jacqueline?
Yes, I'm fine, thank you.
How's health?
Very
How
well.
are your knuckles?
They're very fine, very well, thank you.
Oh, Mo, you've got like a little sheep.
No.
Little sheepdog.
Listen. I can only hear you, Jimmy G, and I can hear Jacqueline, but I can't hear the other clown in there. Listen, all I can say is yesterday's game, you know what? City are absolutely... You know what it is? What it is with Man City is they cheat. They've always cheated. They've got referees in the pocket. I feel sorry for all our fans this year.
It's as bad as your team yesterday,
win
Mo.
the league again. Yeah. And we've had so many bad VAR decisions, it's unreal. Do you know what I mean?
Listen.
Yesterday was absolutely diabolical.
Listen, Mo.
I mean, that referee was absolutely shocking. He was shocking. And do you know what? He's probably getting handers off.
You can't hear both of you.
It's absolutely.
We're going to have to move on. Them two just shouting at each other. Oh, dear. Let's go to Josh. He's a Liverpool fan. All right, Josh.
All right, Josh.
All right, lads, how's it going? All right,
matey.
Josh, this is not what I expected from Liverpool.
We won the title last season, but no one expected us to.
Yeah, but I know.
Like
you're eighth.
When Slot, yeah, we were. When Slot came in, no one thought anything like that would happen. We've had loads of incomings, but we've had outgoings as well. We're obviously missing Trent's creativity, his passing, and I'm going to say it. I think we're missing Nunes.
Well, I think you're missing everyone from last season.
Yeah.
I mean, when you look at it, you know, on the grand scheme of it, I mean, Diaz is doing unbelievable for Bayern Munich. But you're missing him as well. I mean, sad, you're missing Jota. Like, I get it, you've lost players.
Yeah.
But, you know, come on.
You're also missing Salah. You're also missing Van Dijk.
He seems to have got his new contract and put his feet up, but...
Canate?
It could be a blip, we don't know. Canate seems a bit distracted, but we'll see what happens with that. But then the players he's brought in, I don't think he's using them effectively. Wirtz needs to play in the middle of a diamond, and he's sort of out on the left a little bit.
We played him on the left against Real Madrid, and you go, okay, he looked all right there, to be fair, because he gives him a bit more space. You know, it's not as physical as being in the number 10 role, getting around. Hey,
yeah.
Oh, he's miles off it, right? He's miles off it.
He needs to figure something out because it's not looking good, is it? Like,
no.
But it is for everyone. It is. It's looking good for everyone else, but not for Liverpool fans.
Well, I'd rather Liverpool win it than Arsenal.
Well, to be honest, after yesterday, I would say I'd rather City win it than Arsenal.
I just
anyone but them.
I know, but look, I was expecting more from you. I get it, it's a new team, you've got to gel the side together, but I think Arne Slot's getting it all wrong. He's getting it wrong with his
It's just there seems to be a malaise at the club, and it's been there all season. You know, there's your best performance domestically. What is it? What would you say is your best performance domestically?
Probably the Villa game.
Yeah, Villa and Real Madrid.
But at the end of the day, Villa aren't playing great.
Oh,
So
they are. No. That was a good result. That was a decent result against them because they're actually playing well.
Yeah, not like they were last season though.
The only game they've lost in the last 5 or 6 games is against you.
I suppose, but everyone has a blip, don't they?
Yeah, but this blip, there's no sign of it stopping at the minute. This.
No, I'm on about Villa. I'm on about Villa.
No, I'm on about you,
mate. I don't know. Honestly, it is what it is.
Is he under pressure, Slot? Is Slot under pressure?
If it's the same now at Christmas time, I'd probably say yeah. Do I want him to be under pressure? No, because it's not like any manager. Like part of me felt sorry for Ten Hag at one point at United. It's one of those things where people expect such a quick fix, and when you've had that bit of success right at the start, like he's had, everyone goes, well, you've set the standard now. Mm-hmm. But now he's completely changed the team round. Yeah, everyone goes, oh, players need time to settle and all that kind of stuff. But then when they're not settling in, they turn and look at the manager.
Do you know what? There are. I've had a look at your fixtures. The remainder of November, they've been kind actually. You've got Forest at home. I'd have Liverpool win that every day of the week. Then you've got PSV in the Champions League. Same rules. You got West Ham away. I mean, they're all 3 very winnable games. So by the time we get to December, things could have changed.
On paper, we don't like. They're completely outclassed against City. Like even if that goal was given, I don't think it would have changed the result by any means. No, they were battering us all over the pitch.
Yeah, they were. Yeah, they were.
All right, Josh, thanks for your call. I'm going to go to Spanking Steve. He's phoned us up. The Celtic fan. All right, Spanking.
All right, Steve-O.
How you get on there, boys? How you like Sydney?
I'm all right,
Good,
Steve.
Steve-O.
You don't want to talk about your garbage, do you?
No, I've never heard so much rubbish out of these Liverpool, Man City, wee Mo, Pete there, wee Jackie. I'll tell you what.
Go on.
I stand by my conviction that Celtic will go down there and wipe the flares with Liverpool.
Give them a spanking.
Garbage. Absolutely garbage. And I strongly believe that Arne Slot will not be there come Tuesday. I think he'll be replaced by Eddie Howe. Eddie Howe in Newcastle. There's a good chance of Gerrard might be waiting in the wings, or even Brendan Rodgers returning to
Spanking,
Liverpool.
what are you on about?
Come on, mate.
Come on.
What I'm on about is Paisley, Shankly, Fagan, any great manager of Liverpool, they're turning in their grave. What's happening down there with that?
But they're not going.
Last year, he came in there and never spent a penny. He was lucky, Liverpool, very, very lucky to win the league. He spent something this year in the tune of, I'll go down and say 400 million. And a player, he paid 125 million for a guy called Isker. Isker, his name was, to Newcastle, who refused to play for Newcastle. Yet Liverpool bottom. That wouldn't happen in the end. Yeah. Do you think at Man United's Alex Ferguson, a player saying, I'm not playing? He'd be down the road.
Spanking? What's going on at Celtic?
What's going on at Celtic? I think what's going to happen at Celtic is Robbie Keane's going to come in there.
Right.
And then I think he's going to wait till next year to appease the fans with all this thing with Brendan Rodgers. Because Brendan Rodgers left Celtic. He didn't walk out to join another club. He turned the fans against the board, which I would think was quite clever of him. So when he knew he's away, he's blamed the board for the lack of transfer funds. I generally believe that Brendan Rodgers could be one of the 3 who'll go to Liverpool.
Spanking.
Robbie Keane.
It's not happening.
Talking absolutely.
Steve, it's not happening.
You don't know that. You can't say that. You can't say
that.
Do.
Spanking. Brendan Rodgers ain't getting a Liverpool job.
Robbie Keane will go into Celtic.
No, that might happen.
And next year, there'll be serious funds spent. And I think they'll push the boat out. Jamie Vardy will come in.
Vardy?
And there's a good chance that Harry Kane will come to Celtic next year. That's my prediction. What are you laughing at? Why are you laughing?
What do you mean, why are we laughing?
Why are you laughing? Because I'll tell you something else. Virgil van Dijk played for Celtic, and he was sold on, and he became one of the highest players.
No, but Harry Kane against Celtic, Steve.
Yeah, I think they'll come in and they'll finish their careers. Harry Kane, Jamie Vardy, and I'll tell you something else. Virgil van Dijk is finished at Liverpool. You better be Dick Van Dijk in there. I think that Virgil van Dijk will go back to Celtic along with Harry Kane and Jamie Vardy, and they'll spearhead it, and they'll be a Europa League team they'll become.
Steve-O.
That's my prediction. You can sit there and laugh. I hear you.
No, Steve, come on, mate.
You hear it? I'm not coming on here. He's not talking about it. I'm telling you, I'm serious here.
No, you're waffling.
Yeah, you're waffling,
I'm not
Steve.
waffling.
No, you're waffling, mate. You're talking rubbish.
No,
you are.
I'm not talking rubbish.
No, you're talking waffle.
So tell me this, Phil. Graham Souness come into Glasgow Rangers.
Steve-O, Harry Kane is not going to...
Every English player.
Steve.
Every English player played for England, played for Glasgow Rangers.
Steve.
How am I waffling?
Steve.
How am I waffling?
It's not happening, Steve-O.
How do you know it's not happening?
Because I know it's not happening, Steve-O. Harry Kane is not going to play...
You got a crystal ball there. You got a crystal ball.
It's a safer bet as having a crystal ball. Harry Kane is not going to get Celtic.
How do you know that? How do you know that?
I've got a crystal ball.
Right, where's he going to go well next year? Because the Bundesliga, his contract's up next year. You'll leave in the Bundesliga. You'll come home.
Steve.
Where's he going to well?
Steve, I've got a break. Honestly, you're gold, but you're talking absolute waffle. Get your calls in. Liverpool fans want to hear from you. Premier League, obviously, big results over the weekend. You want to talk about it? 03 717 22 3344.
So ferry, cross the Mersey, 'cause this land's the place I love.
You're listening to the Sports Bar talkSPORT. Me, Jamie O'Hara, Jason Cundy, are going to be going over some of the big games of the weekend, including Newcastle. Lost again, having a bit of a stinker at the moment. But City boss Pep Guardiola, after the game, he's been talking glowingly about his side's performance against Liverpool.
Top game against top opponent, the champion England yet. Still they are. And they were coming with the runners, a bit Aston Villa and Madrid, of course. Liverpool and Anfield is is one team. Anfield is so important from them, for the history, for everything. But we performed, especially first half, really good. Second half was a little bit sloppy and easy things, but yeah, really happy for that.
Yeah, Pep's won 716 of his 1,000 matches. He's got 40 trophies. Is he best ever?
Sir Alex here domestically has got some taking over to do, but you know, when you think about what he's done in different countries, he's right up there, isn't he? I mean, he continues as well. And last year was a very odd time for him, wasn't he? And that's previous. Jackie made the call saying that last year City went through something similar. They couldn't find a win.
No,
getting beat every weekend.
Yeah, I remember.
And it was like, how do I turn this around? Well, you know, they went in the transfer market. A couple of players moved on. They started the rebuild last January, and those players now that he's brought in, not just January, like the likes of Doku, are now starting to emerge. Have been there a little bit longer. Haaland just does what Haaland does. If they can keep things, if they defensively can be a bit more of a better unit, because there have been moments where I've looked at them and I felt they're not as good as Arsenal, but they got Haaland up top, and if they can keep things tight, they'll go a long way. You know, that yesterday's performance tells me that they are more than capable.
Yeah. All right, let's go to Kieran. He's a Liverpool fan. All right, Kieran?
All right, Kieran.
Evening, fellas. You okay?
All right, matey.
Kieran, look, obviously you've heard the show. Liverpool fans are not happy. It's not looking good for Slot at the moment.
Jamie, you know, feels now, mate. You hit the nerve the other day, didn't he, Jason? Talking about Tottenham. Now, you know, we feel season in, season out.
I didn't expect you to be this bad.
Do you know what, right? A couple of points, obviously. I've been listening to the show. I always do. Even just little things like the Kavanagh situation with the other day. Look, I'm not saying we were poor. We weren't going to win the game. So I'm not saying, well, you can go if things were a little bit different at 1-1, maybe. But the fact of the Wolves game, when that didn't, was it Bernardo Silva who was in front of the keeper, was it?
Yes, it was.
So for me, it's not the case of, like, yeah, it should have been a goal, but it's the inconsistency of VAR, because it should have been the other way around. So the fact that they thought against Wolves they got it wrong, they felt in their eyes that, well, we got that wrong, so now we need to put it wrong right. But the reality to it is, it's the inconsistency of it. So that's one point. And then the caller before said about Conor Bradley. Now, if you look against Real Madrid, Salah flat back all game, and Conor Bradley got help. He done really well. Yesterday, that wasn't the case. Salah was quite lazy. Conor Bradley struggled massively. But the bigger picture for me, it's like, I get it with football. We look at it and we go, you know, throw money at football and everything works. You know yourself, Jason, you look at Chelsea, you know, you look at Man United, you look at even Everton. There's a lot of squads who've spent a lot of money and it doesn't work. Now, everything's great when it's going well. Never can go, you know, Arne Slot was saying the right things, was doing the right things. Everything's great when it's going good, but he inherited a team that was great. Now, Liverpool, we've always stood for not spending loads of money and getting, you know, decent players, but turning them into great players. Maybe not even world-class players, but a togetherness. And I feel like when he inherited that team, everything was great. Everything was great, and we played good football, and we won the league, obviously. But the way Liverpool are, we don't go and spend £500 million.
No, but you have. But you have.
No, I know.
You've made a statement, and it's backfired.
Well, at the moment, it hasn't paid off. It is obviously so early in everyone's, you know, some of them signed 4 or 5 year contracts, right? They're not even 6 months into it yet. But at the moment, and the problem with football is, as we all know, it's about now. It's the results now. It's about what happened yesterday. It's about what happened the week before. Tomorrow doesn't wait. It doesn't. And Wirtz, who's come in from a huge amount of money, at the moment is struggling. I feel they need bodies around. I think they need strength and pace around, legs around him, because they can't protect him. They can't protect him at all at the moment. And
I think Arne Slot's getting it wrong, though, Keir.
Obviously, there's decisions that he's doing that we as fans, we think he may be doing the wrong thing. But if you look at last season, as I say, when it's going great, it's like he's making substitutions. Players are coming on, influencing the game, and everything's great when it's going like that. Now, obviously, it being the biggest league in the world, and the amount of pressure, if managers now go 4 or 5 games without wins, they're under pressure instantly. So, of course, he's definitely under pressure. Is he getting things wrong? Yeah, I think he's getting some things wrong. But for me, fundamentally, as you say, well, you did spend $500 million, and I agree with you. And I feel like that could be the problem because, I hate to admit it, I do think the creativity, as one caller mentioned before, I think his name was Josh, he said it about 10. We do miss that. Luis Diaz looks like one of the best players in Europe. He's absolutely playing out of his skin at Bayern Munich. And I just think that the players coming in, it's all right to go, where's the £120 million and he needs the thingy. But as we know, everything in football is instant gratification straight away. It's got to be right now. But he didn't take that price tag, and that's not me justifying it. I just believe we've done the wrong thing by bringing 6-7 players in with big price tags, major pressure, and it's half of a different squad. So for me, I just think maybe it was the wrong move on what we've done, because every single person said at the start of the season, we're going to run away with the league, but it's proven that's not the case, and teams over seasons and seasons have done that. They spend big money. Jason, your Chelsea mate, the prime example, spend billions. That doesn't work. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, there's no guarantee to spending money that it's going to work. But you are what you are doing with Isak. You are buying a player that knows the Premier League, ready-made. All right, he's had injuries, hasn't settled yet. Actually, Ekatika, I think, settled really well, considering he's come from abroad. Wirtz, of all the big money signers, he's the one. Kirkes as well. The fact that Robinson is starting that game. I mean, that back four was there last year. The midfield was there last year.
Yeah.
And so you think of over half the players, the outfield players, in fact, more than that. Back four, there's 7 players you got the outfield that started the season last year. And Wirtz clearly struggling to get the pace with it. Ekatika could not get him involved in the game at all.
No,
could not get him anywhere near.
I like him though.
The game at all. I like him. I think he started very well, but it's. I looked at. I wonder what Slot's thinking deep down, because it really is miles away from it working at the moment. There is no sign yet that he has resolved the issue. I saw the result that I saw at the beginning of the season.
Performance against Villa and Real Madrid, I was like, okay.
Yeah, but
Liverpool
so
look like
between, aren't they?
Yeah, I know. And then they've gone and thrown a stinker in, but
yeah, like I said, mate, those games, Forest at home, that is a nice game. That one. I don't want to, diss Forest too much, because I'm pretty sure Sean Dyche has got a plan. And then the other game is West Ham away. If Liverpool can't pick up 6 points in those games, mate, then there is something desperately wrong.
Okay, all right, get your calls in. Loads to go at. We're going to talk about Arsenal as well, dropping points at Sunderland. You're listening to the Sports Bar on talkSPORT. With talkSPORT Bet, download the new talkSPORT Bet app today. 18 plus. We're going with it.
let's be honest, we've all found ourselves raging at a referee's decision at some stage. This feel familiar?
That is an absolutely shocking decision.
They've got a case in that it was a bad decision. It's such a poor decision.
Yeah, I think he's just made a bad decision in that instance.
But what does it take to get to the very top of football refereeing? Every referee starts with their county FA. It's a simple training course and you can take it as soon as you hit your 14th birthday. Once you've done that, you have to go through at least 11 hours of face-to-face training. You'll then graduate as a Level 7 official, which means you can take charge of county-level games. But hold your horses, there's still a long way to go to get to the Premier League. Your next step is to spend a year each at Levels 6, 5 and 4. This covers the top of the amateur game. Only at Level 3 do you start doing Northern Counties or Isthmian League level games, for example. If you've done this all quickly, you can reach Level 2 and ref your first National League match after, I don't know, 6 years? After getting enough experience at that level, you can apply to be a referee in the EFL. There's an interview, people watching you do games, and then, if the EFL are happy, you'll be granted a Level 1 licence to ref in games in League 2 and above. Now, they don't just say on you go to the Premier League, you have to work your way up through the divisions. Only after years of hard work and refereeing on cold Tuesday nights in Stoke can you be considered to do matches in some of Europe's very best stadiums. Now, who was the youngest to reach the very top? It was actually Michael Oliver. He refed his first Premier League match in 2010 at the tender age of just 25. So if you want to follow in his footsteps, crack on. It'll only take you roughly a decade, thousands of hours of work and an incredibly thick skin. In total, there are 37,000 registered referees across England, but the PGMOL has only deemed 21 good enough for the top flight. That means there's not even a 1 in 1,000 chance you'll even make it in. Obviously, referees can make mistakes, but when you think about it, having a go at them
Yeah, good evening. You are listening to the Sports Bar on talkSPORT. Me, Jamie O'Hara and Jason Cundy. We're going to be joined by former Premier League referee Dermot Gallagher to go over some of the big decisions in the Premier League. But first, time to go over some of the games from this weekend. The Monday night roundup on the Sports Bar. We'll run you through some of the other talking points. Where do we start, Jason? Let's start with Spurs. 2-2,
yep.
The mighty Spurs.
Desmond.
Against Man United. Look, we had a chat about it on Saturday when we was in, but... Yep. Look, is it Thomas Frank giving his reaction to the fans booing his decision to bring on Tell for Simmons?
I think every single time I make a substitution, I do it for the best of the team, with only one aim, to try to win the match or get a point or whatever the score is. Today it was successful. Magic came in and scored the goal. Xavi overall I think was another step forward in a positive performance. He started a lot of games and we need a little extra freshness.
Yeah, obviously Thomas Frank there, he weren't happy with the boos. I understand some of the reaction from fans who want to try and win the game, keep Xavi Simmons on. He done all right, to be fair, Xavi Simmons, especially second half. First half performance, Spurs both.
I thought it was a terrible advert for Premier League football. First half, it was a terrible watch, mate. Terrible watch. Both sides struggling. But I don't get the boos either. It's like 79, 80 minutes. You know, he's left it on and he's made a change. And, when you're 1-0 down, making a sub, bringing on a forward with 10 minutes to go, it's proactive.
Yeah.
And it was proven right, 5 minutes later?
Well, Tell scores.
Right. So, he made that call right.
Yeah.
But as fans, I think there was probably, from Spurs' point of view, a lot of frustration about the game because it wasn't
great. That home form as well.
Yeah, it's not been great at home, not just under Thomas Frank, but also under Big Ange last year. This goes back quite a while. Spurs' home record recently has been pretty poor.
Yeah,
and I think there's a bit of frustration vented there. In all honesty,
yeah, I think that the fans are frustrated with what they're seeing at the moment, especially at home. We're doing all right. Look, we're fifth in the table, but I feel like we're a bit like Liverpool, where we're getting away with it. You know, we're not playing well, but we're getting some results and we're doing all right. But I think it's going to come back to bite us. You know,
your home form can't carry on like this, man.
No, I know.
Because it's chalk and cheese. Your away form is I think the best or one of the best in the league. Your home form is one of the worst in the league. That makes no sense. There needs to be home form's got to improve, because that's where that is the perfect example really about how fans feel. It's not the first time they have to sit there and find themselves 1-0 down, trying to change a game, and there's a bit of frustration. You want to go to your home ground. You want to let your team play well and win. The away form, that's all well and good, because that can't be criticised. But it's in front of your home fans. They're the ones that, we got 60-odd thousand rocking up there.
Mm-hmm.
They want to see a performance. That's where they pay their money, the vast majority.
Mm-hmm.
And I found it a little strange, but at the same time, I think the fans, they tell us what was the booze about, because he's 10 minutes to go, he's making a positive change.
Yeah. Let's go to Steve. He's a Spurs fan. All right, Steve.
All right, Steve-O.
All right, Steve.
Hello.
All right, Steve-O.
Hello.
Steve-O.
Hello.
You all right, mate?
Can you hear me?
Yes, Steve-O.
Yes, we can hear you.
Yeah, sorry.
That's all right.
Yeah, Spurs. Well, I just can't handle them. They just break your heart every time they play. They think they break your heart.
Mm.
They think they break your heart. You let you down. Your whole week is just affected by them. It's just horrible. It's just horrible.
Were you there Saturday, Steve-O?
No.
okay.
I didn't go. No,
Okay.
no. The reason why I reckon Tottenham are doing bad is because, and I can understand why Daniel Levy.
You've been placed on hold. Please wait.
It's not very nice, is it?
Steve put us on hold.
Steve-O?
Steve?
It's a bit Spursy, that, isn't it? Speaking on national radio, stuck us on hold. Steve-O?
That's who we are, mate.
We'll come back to Steve when we get him. Let's move on to league leaders Arsenal. They drew 2-2 away from home to Sunderland. Brilliant goal at the end by Brian Brobby. Arteta after the game stating that he can't win every game, but it's important not to get into a losing habit.
It's been extremely demanding for the players and the squad, because as I said, we had a lot of injuries, a lot of games, very demanding games, and we were exceptional at it. So the players deserve massive credit for what they've done. And now, as you said, time to reset. We're going to go to the national teams, make sure they look after themselves. We come back and we are stronger.
Sunderland were brilliant.
Sunderland were brilliant, and they've shown actually that they are very capable of going toe-to-toe with the big dogs. I saw them at my place a couple of weeks ago. They were excellent. Got
Big
the last
Dan Ballard.
Big Danny B in the place to be. Rocking up, volleying one in the roof of the net.
And look, like we talk about Liverpool, right? And they've got a new team of players together. Sunderland, they brought in a new team of players, gelled them quickly, looked solid,
a lot of money.
Compact.
Yep.
You know, like
They're a handful, mate.
They're a handful.
They
They're
are.
good at home.
They're a handful, and they know what they're doing. They're well organised, clearly well coached. And what they do, they don't let you breathe. They just at you the whole time.
They fell apart a little bit in the second half.
Yes, they did. Do you know what as well? I think that there was a much to do with that, as it was self-inflicted. I think there was a little bit of
given the ball away,
what we done type of attitude.
Yeah.
And Arsenal at that time were like a dog with a bone, mate, and they were on them. Arsenal done pretty much what to them. Rice, when they held on to the ball too long, once they got the first, it felt like the second wasn't a million miles away.
Yeah.
And once they got the second there, I felt that was probably it. Arsenal going to see it out. They conceded their, goal. Haven't done that for a while. But, credit to Sunderland, mate. You're fourth after 11 games for a reason.
Yeah.
You are absolutely getting things right. There's no question about that. Credit to them, mate. And Arsenal, they'll be disappointed, obviously. They're still top. They've still got a nice cushion at the top.
Yeah.
But, at the moment, if City... You do wonder in the mid-third of this season, now coming into that mid-third.
Well, Arsenal got some big games coming up.
Right.
Tottenham when they
Christmas
come
is
back
always
from
crucial.
international.
Yeah,
You've got Bayern Munich, and then they got your mob.
Yep. There's big games coming up, mate. There's always big games. But Sunderland, I felt over the course of the game probably deserved something out of it.
Yeah, let's go to Sean. He's a Sunderland fan. All right, Shawnee?
All right, Shawnee.
Evening, Jason. Evening,
All right,
Jimmy.
Shawnee.
All right, Shawnee, how are you?
Oh, in Dreamland, boys, in Dreamland.
Yeah.
I bet you're above Newcastle and all. The Mackems.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Nearly everyone's above them.
9 points after 11 games.
Yeah.
6 games undefeated at home.
Yeah.
2 defeats all season. 9 points from losing positions. That's the most any team in the Premier League this season.
and 5 goals in the 90th minute. So our mantra last year was till the end, and we carried on to this season.
Yeah.
As you say, big Dan Ballard, absolute colossus.
He's, he's
I said at the start of the season, I said, Sunderland, I've played at Sunderland.
Go down.
No, I didn't. No, I thought you'd go down, but I said if you had any chance of staying up, it's about your home form. Crowd behind you, get them, like atmosphere, make it a fortress. Because I remember that being that way when I played there. And
the atmosphere on Saturday.
And that's exactly what I feel like you've got now. I feel like you've done that.
When the equaliser went in, the roar was unbelievable. And Brodby actually says in his interview afterwards, he says when the goal went in, he says, I've never heard a noise like it. And as you say, I don't think we've got anything to fear now. We're getting coached well. Shaka, as you say, Shaka's just, you can see his experience and what he's bringing to the team.
What signing?
For 12 million. But you say going back to Dan Ballard was signed in for 2 million 3 years ago. What's he got to be worth now?
What are you doing on Sunday the 14th of December?
I'm going to the match and it's my birthday and I'm going to celebrate beating the black and white scum. That's what I'm going to do, Jason. Because they've moved it to my actual birthday, so it's either going to be a year of joy.
Hey, what a time. If Newcastle carry on performing like they're performing, you go into this game well happy.
Yeah. By the way, Newcastle's way full.
And just to see the meltdown the Mags is having online and all that, calling fighting out to go, 2 points of relegation. Dreamland. And where you're just in the head, because we're fourth in the league on 19 points.
Yeah.
Mind the gap, Newcastle.
Shoddy, thanks for your call, mate. We have to talk about Newcastle because they are.
Yes, we do. Yes, we do. Very strange performance there. Away from home, mate, they are unbelievably flat. Incredibly flat. They took the lead. Both games they've taken the lead in the last 2 games. West Ham away and yesterday. Both games they've lost. That's very odd. That's not Eddie Howe-esque. That's
I want to hear from Newcastle fans. I don't know what's going on with them. 03717 223344. You're going to hear from Conor Ben as well. He's on talkSPORT today. Get your calls in.
Get in the ring to win on talkSPORT.
Keep your calls coming in on Sports Pro 3717 223344. Going to be joined by Kevin Hatchard a little bit later on to talk about the rest of Europe. But Conor Benn joined Drive earlier today ahead of his rematch with Chris Eubank Jr. this Saturday at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium. He was asked if he feels like he needs to win this rematch for his family.
Listen, Eubanks is a great fighter. I take my hat off to him. He has my respect. He had more courage, heart, desire and will to win than I thought he'd have. I thought it was curtains after the third round when I hit him with a left hook. And I genuinely thought it was going to be an early night. But he had a lot more heart than I thought. But do I chase this as redemption? Of course I do. Do I want revenge? Yes, of course I do. But ultimately, this is a fantasy fight for the British public that I'm glad I could deliver to everybody. You know, and that was me jumping up 2 weight divisions to give everybody this fight. This wasn't on my radar. This wasn't a fight that was supposed to happen. We made it happen. And it's turned out to be one hell of a fight. But as I said, I'm excited to drop back down to 147.
Yeah, Conor Benn obviously going up a couple of weight classes. Again, I can't wait for it, because of the fight they put on before.
Yes, it was one of the best fights of the year. And it might even be in the running for that come the end of the year. There was a size difference, though. Eubank was much bigger than Ben.
It just felt like Conor Benn maybe couldn't knock him out.
He didn't quite get close enough. Didn't quite have the strength it felt, because there was you could see them. You know, when they're going toe to toe, there was there was a difference. But one thing, mate, you can't deny their courage, the pair of them, going at it. It was an unbelievable fight.
It was one of the best fights.
Yes, it was. Yeah, no question about it.
I can't wait for it.
Indeed.
Who you put your money on?
I think I've got to go Eubank again, mate.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I've just previously what I saw. I'd like to see Conor. I wouldn't mind seeing a third one. If he goes and wins this, it's another hell of a fight. Then we will get a trilogy.
Yeah, fair play to them. I hope they're getting a few quid out of it. I'm sure they are.
No question about that.
Yeah. We're building up to the massive fight throughout the week. We're giving you the chance to win 2 tickets to the highly anticipated rematch between Chris Eubank Jr. and Conor Benn at the Tottenham Stadium, Saturday the 15th of November. The prize includes a 1-night stay at a 5-star hotel in London, plus $5,000 spending money to make it an unforgettable weekend. Listen up, here's how to enter.
18 plus, UK excluding Northern Ireland. For a chance to win, text the word BOX to 83338 and you're in the draw. Text costs £2 plus 1 standard network rate message. You must have the bill payer's permission, or you can enter for free by calling 0330 880 3338. All entries must be received by the 13th of November at 1 p.m. and you need to answer our call to win. This is a talkSPORT limited promotion. Full terms and conditions at talksport.com.
Right, it's time for this. Yeah, rest of talkSPORT. We'll run you through some of the recent highlight moments from across the station. Let's start with this afternoon's drive show. Andy Goldstein, Darren Bent. The boys are joined by a very special guest, Conor Benn, head of his rematch. We told the boys all about his Rolls Royce he bought with the money after Eubank Jr. missed weight.
Firstly, how is the Rolls Royce?
I did, yeah, full spec.
Yeah.
It's beautiful, man.
Is there a similar clause?
No, I'm not even joking.
Is there
there is, of course.
There is a similar clause. What will you do with the next 500 grand?
If he misses weight, if he misses weight again, I'll go and buy a Ferrari. In fact, I've already got my eye on one. Already, it's on hold.
Fair play to him. Do you know what I mean? You got to laugh about it, but you know, weight's important in that division.
Especially when he's coming up from 2 weights.
Yeah.
You know?
You've got to make weight, and if you don't, come buy yourself a Rolls. No, lovely jubbly.
It's a bit poor that from a boxer, isn't it? Unless he deliberately done it, like he couldn't care less. Maybe he is bigger. Make weight, mate. Come on, it's not difficult.
I know, but when he did make that weight, he didn't look well, did he?
No.
I mean, on the night he was fine, but you know, I remember seeing him. He looked
make the weight.
So dehydrated.
Make the weight.
Make the weight. If you won the lottery, what would you spend it on? What's the first thing you buy?
Don't know, mate. House. Don't know. Bit dull, isn't it?
I'd say hair transplant.
It's a good shout, mate.
You know what I mean?
It's a good shout. Well, go full out.
Full works, mate.
Coming here. 10,000 strands?
I wouldn't look like that geezer off the United Strand, you know? Yeah. Like the full works.
I'm getting it done New Year, aren't I?
Yeah? You ain't won the lottery, though.
I'm getting it done. It's all out, mate. I
could spend 100 mil, no problem.
And what? What are you buying? I mean...
A couple of yachts.
Why do you need a couple of yachts? Why do you need 2?
Well, you want one to just knock about the Thames, don't you?
A yacht on the Thames?
Yeah, you want to have a yacht on the Thames, don't you?
Knocking about. Where are you going to go on the Thames?
Up and down the Thames.
No, you're not.
Take it down the Medway.
No, you're not, mate.
No, you know?
You're knocking about the Thames.
And then have one in our beach.
How much you spend on the yacht in the Thames?
A couple of mil.
Mate, you're not.
Just plot it up in St Catherine's Docks.
You're wasting
Lovely.
money straight away.
Well, of course you're wasting money. You got 100 mil.
You can't be spending on a yacht knocking about up the Thames.
What's the best car you've ever bought?
I've had a Porsche Carrera 4S.
Oh.
Yeah.
Manual?
That was on, manual.
Oh, lovely.
That was on rails, mate, that. 4-wheel drive.
Oh, I bet that was...
Yeah. Ex-wife kept... Never gave me the keys, mate. I didn't see the keys.
No way.
Yeah, I didn't see... Yeah, didn't,
What, just disappeared?
Just disappeared, mate.
Yes, I've been there. Don't forget to talkSPORT brings you a huge rematch between Christian Beck Jr. and Conor Benn this Saturday, live from Tottenham Hotspur.
Let's go. 21 minutes to go. The brand new unfiltered podcast I do with Mr. Goldstein every single week is Goldstein and I, proving that we're very much modern men, as we have no issue apparently naming the brother of Jake Paul. Couldn't remember it. Craig
Paul.
It's Craig Paul.
No. Jake Paul.
John Paul.
No, he's a Pope.
He's Pope.
Paul. Jake Paul.
Jake and his brother. Go for the alphabet. A. And come out with the name.
Okay.
A. Arthur. No, okay.
Right.
But Barry Paul or something.
Boris. Brian?
Who sung Mrs.
Paul.
Jones?
Oh.
Me and Mrs. Jones. Billy Paul.
Right.
Not him. Couldn't remember it, mate.
Honestly, mate, you're a sham.
Honestly, could
What's
not.
the matter with you? How can you not know his name?
The pair of us could. Normally one of us gets it, right? If someone was sitting there, neither of us could get it, matey. No, and you must have forgotten names in your time, mate.
I'm terrible with names.
Yeah.
I am terrible with names. And I can't even deny it. If you come up to me and shake my hand and you tell me your name, by the time I've let go of your hand, I've forgot your name.
I'm the same.
Like, I'm awful. Like, I remember faces, but names, I'm just absolutely
But if you remember
terrible
a face, that's no good. Because you can't go up to someone and go,
hello, mate.
All right, what's your
No, you just go, hello, mate.
You mate them off.
Yeah, I'll just mate everyone off. All right, geez.
How there must be.
How are you? Good to
There
see you
must
again.
be a way that's been proven how you remember someone's name, because I'm the same. I can meet them, and within seconds, I'm like, I forgot to tell you. There must be a technique.
There is a technique. Apparently, you have to think of them as something.
Like what?
I don't know, but like,
How's that work with the name? So, okay, right, I'm Jason, right?
Yeah.
So go on, what's something you're going to think of me?
Idiot.
How's he going to remember Jason? It's got to be, surely the technique is to have like, so you're Jamie, right?
Yeah.
So I'd think of Giant Jamie.
Yeah, exactly. Like, that's what you meant. Like, that's what
Is that what you do?
Yeah, you
What, okay, what are you going to do with me?
Giant forehead. Forehead. Jammy Jason.
Jamie? What do you mean? What?
That's what I just remember your name, Jammy Jason.
You're
All right,
never
Jace. How are you?
All right, Jamie. I think that's what you do, right? Is that the technique?
Apparently, or you say it 3 times in your head before you let go of the hand.
So, mate, that's a bit weird. So you're holding someone's hand, right?
Yeah.
And they're shaking it, and you're going.
No, in your head.
I know, but you still got to hold the hand.
Yeah, and you.
That's weird, mate. Though.
I know, mate. I'm terrible with names.
No,
terrible.
If anyone's got a technique, don't bother. Remember, download 21 minutes ago every single Monday and subscribe.
Yeah, let's finish with Drive. Goldstein giving it the big one ahead of his paddle game against me and Gabby.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, paddle. We've got the paddle game.
Yeah, listen. Don't you let me down.
I don't think I even need to turn up. It's me and you against O'Hara and Gabby.
Well, Gabby plays, so he'll be all right.
I know, O'Hara. He don't know one end of the racket to the other, right?
Listen.
Have I ever let you down before? Ever?
Yes.
No,
The first time we played, you let me
I
down.
didn't let you down.
You did. We got beat.
Yeah, I know, but we're playing proper players. I got better as the match. We'll be fine.
No, you're not.
It's live, by the way. It's live on talkSPORT.
That's true. You got better as the game went on.
Yeah, we'll be absolutely fine.
I don't know what I've got myself lined up for.
They're squabbling there, mate.
I know, but we've got a big paddle match. It's in London. It's for talkSPORT live, being live streamed.
Yep.
I've never played paddle.
It's not a good start, mate.
I know, mate. They talked me into it, right? Because Gabby was like, get Jamie. And they phoned me up and said, do you want to play? And I'm like, yeah, I'll have a go. How much you paying me?
How much you paid?
And then I said, but I've never played paddle. And they was like, oh, maybe don't worry about it. I went, who are we playing? They went, Benton Goldstein. I went, mate, give me a racket. I'll beat them, no problem. Goldstein. Honestly, you think I can't beat Goldstein?
Do you know what, mate?
Goldstein.
No, but it's pairs, right?
Yeah, it's like tennis and squash
What are you
put
going to do?
together.
Every
Gabby's
turn,
good. I know Gabby's good.
Good, is he?
Yeah, Gabby's all right.
Right, so
me and Gabby will come together.
you're going to target Goldstein.
Everything's going at Goldstein.
So every single return
shot,
at
I'm
Goldstein.
smashing it straight at him. Straight at him. Apparently, you got to chop it. It's all about the chop.
I don't know about that. I've never played. I can't. You
can't even walk out of bed.
No, I can't, mate. You should have seen me this morning,
No,
mate.
it's a big game. It's on Wednesday, actually. I've never played paddle.
Well,
I've never picked up a paddle
don't let the sports bar down, all right?
I know. I'm a bit worried about it, actually. Maybe I should have practiced. I have to have a game tomorrow. Of course, you can find all our shows on TalkSport app. You can swipe between TalkSport, TalkSport 2, all our other sister stations. You never miss a moment. Right, we're going to be talking about Premier League now. Referee Dermot Gallagher is coming on to talk about the shambles of a weekend from his mob. You listen to the Sports Bar on talkSPORT. Me, Jamie O'Hara and Jason Cundy run you through tomorrow's back pages coming up. But first, it's time for this.
Bring it on with talkSPORT Bet. Download the app or visit talksportbet.com for all the latest odds and offers. 18 plus, gambleaware.org.
Evening, Derm.
Evening, Derm.
Evening,
Here he is.
Jason
Here he
and Jamie.
is. Here he is. I've only got 5 pages tonight, Derm.
I thought it was going to be laid off. I thought nothing happened this weekend.
Don't worry, Derm.
Don't worry, mate. We've always got something lined up for you, pal. What's going on with you lot? Honestly, can't make a decision for toffee. Where do I start? Obviously, the big talking point, mate, everyone's talking about the Man City game. Liverpool, Van Dijk's header gets ruled out. Andy Robertson judged to be blocking the goalkeeper's line of sight from an offside position. What's your take?
They didn't give it for blocking line of sight, Jamie. They gave it for impacting the keeper because they deemed he was too close to the keeper, offside position in front of him. I mean, he's actually not in his eye line, is he? No. I think it's actually Doku. He's probably the one in his eye line. Mm-hmm. But if you look at when Van Dijk heads the ball, I think Robertson is about less than a yard in front of Donnarumma. He then ducks under the ball. So they deemed he was in offside position. He was so close to goalkeeper, he had to be impacted. And the fact he ducked meant Donnarumma couldn't react until he see what he was going to do. So
I know, but it wasn't impacting him, though, was he? I mean, Robertson ducks and the ball goes over his head. But when you watch it, Derm, Robertson, he's not in his eye line, and he doesn't impact Donnarumma's dive. Donnarumma's actually going the other way, and by the time the ball goes over Robertson's head, it's already in the net before Robertson even moves.
I think this is, I was saying this morning, Jamie, this is such a grey area, this about impacting on a goalkeeper because so close to him. I just wonder if, to tighten it up, they somehow come out with something. So we've got definite parameters rather than this subjective decision where it's left to the referee on the day. Maybe even if you say, if somebody's standing between the goalposts in the 6-yard area in front of the goalkeeper and he's in offside position, you'd give that. You know, I'm just throwing it out there because at the moment, it is such a grey area. You know, it's so subjective to somebody watching it. I mean, I talked to somebody last night after the game and they were adamant it was a goal. I talked to somebody else, they were adamant it wasn't. The same. Well, if the goalkeeper has a player that close to him, he's got to have his peripheral vision, so therefore he's aware he's there. So you've got all kinds of arguments. And I think a bit like handball with the Morgan Rogers one. If you remember the Morgan Rogers, I don't like it, but at least we know if a player puts his arm out and it strikes it that height, it's always going to be a penalty. You know, you might not like the directive, but you do know the outcome. Yeah. With this, you know, it's polarised opinions, hasn't it?
I personally think the goal should have stood. I understand why the linesman or his assistant stuck his flag up, right? There's some conjecture about how long it took him to stick his flag up. I don't actually know how long that was. But the issue that I have with that on-field decision is that he has no perspective of where Robertson actually is standing. He sees him in offside position and he sees him ducking, right? Mm-hmm. I don't think the linesman has done anything wrong. He's seen him offside position. He doesn't know whether he's 1 yard, 2 yards or 3 yards because he's looking straight down the line, right? Kavanagh's position is a good one. Kavanagh's on the edge of the box and well placed. My own personal opinion of this is that once the flag goes up, VAR then, I feel, has to come in and make Kavanagh go over to the TV and be given all the evidence, right? All the evidence, because a goal has been scored. I feel they've let Kavanagh down a bit here. And after what happened against Wolves with the John Stones goal, at least he was sent over to make his own opinion. At least he was then saying, right, there's the evidence. I've got everything now. I can see exactly where he is. Is he in the eye line? And I think this was one of those, use the monitor. I really feel they let VAR let Kavanagh down here, personally.
Again, Jace, you know, that may well be a caveat, you know, that we look at. You know, when I said, you know, tighten it up a little bit, what I would say, it probably took Stuart Burt a little bit longer to make that decision because he would only know, as you quite rightly say, he would know the start position. He wouldn't know the depth. And that you're absolutely right. When you're looking across, you don't know at what point he is in that line in front of Donnarumma. But what he would do, he'd feed back to Chris Kavanagh, look, I've got to tell you where he is in relation to an offside position. Yeah. You've got to give me some idea of depth.
Right.
And Chris Kavanagh may well have seen at the point that Van Dijk headed that ball, Robertson was effectively in front of the keeper.
Right.
But then by the time it's gone across his head, he's moved across.
Right.
So
Are you saying to me that Kavanagh has the ability to overrule his linesman?
No, they pull their resources.
Right.
Don't they?
Okay. So
one will say to the other.
Right.
Now it's interesting what you raise because we're second guessing. I'm presuming that Stuart Burke took that time.
Yeah.
Because he has. He's said to Chris Kavanagh, look, this is a start position.
Right.
I need you to tell me now the position of depth. And I think when Van Dijk heads that ball originally, Robertson is actually in front of the keeper.
Yeah, but not
As it goes forward, Robertson moves. There's no doubt about that. Then he ducks, and the landscape changes. So if he feeds back what he's seen at the initial header, it may well be that all marries up. But what you said may well be a solution because if he goes to the monitor, then he's got
the evidence. You've got everything there. The goal's been scored,
and he's got the different angles.
Yeah, and I can't. This is perfect VAR. This is the perfect example where VAR can't. Because look, for the good of the game, we don't want to see goals like that being ruled out. I don't. Right? I know that the City fans will probably say something different, but for the good of the game, whether it's Chelsea, Spurs, Arsenal, Liverpool, whoever it might be, this is one of these examples. For the good of the game, I think this goal has got to stand. I think this is not an example of where VAR can I think take a back step and say we're not getting involved here. We're going with an on-field decision. I think that's weak VARing for something.
What I would say in their defence, Jace, is under the protocol they can't do that because the VAR can't do that because when they're supplied with the evidence being, well, Robertson's in offside position. He's very close to the keeper. In our opinion, he's impacting on the keeper. When the VAR looks at that, all that evidence marries up, doesn't it? Because Robertson is in an offside position, albeit not a defence. He is very close to the keeper, and he does duck under the ball. So the on-field people have not done anything contrary to what they've said.
Yeah, I agree with you. They've done nothing wrong.
So under the protocol, the VAR can't intervene.
Why not?
Because it's not allowed, because the evidence backs the on-field decision.
Yeah, but we've seen on-field decisions before where when you say all the evidence backs it, if I'm in the VAR, Derm, I'm telling him to go over and have a look at it. Because all the evidence, I'm not happy with all the evidence that it is in front of him. I don't think that every single box is ticked on this goal. I don't think it's a perfect goal. Sorry, I don't think it's a perfect decision to rule it out. I think there are more green ticks than there are red flags, in my opinion.
But when you look at what the VAR can intervene on and what their protocol is, I think they're slightly hamstrung here. And that's why I go back to what you said originally. If there is that caveat that in a subjective offside, because that's what it becomes.
Sorry, can I ask you a question then? How come that they were sent over for the John Stones goal? What was different from the Bernardo Silva in front of the keeper? And what was the difference that he got taken over to the monitor? What was difference in that goal than
the John Stones one? Was line of vision. He was directly in the line of vision. So the VAR felt that because the ball was headed up over him and he was away from the goalkeeper, that he could go and have a look. That's why he looked. And this is what I was trying to say to people this morning.
So I don't get why they wouldn't send him over then
because they didn't give it for line of vision. They gave it for impacting on the goalkeeper.
What's the difference?
Because of the proximity of him.
I mean,
I think, offside.
Are you happy with the decision not to give a goal to him?
Well, I'm a bit like you. I think if we can tighten... See, we had all this furore with handball a few years ago, and they've tightened it up. We might not be happy with it, but we know what we're going to get for our money now. With this, you throw one at me one week and one at another. And that's where you go, well, hang on, I'd rather have the grey area as narrow as possible. The wider the grey areas, the worse it is for me, the worse it is for the referees, the worse it is for everybody involved.
Can't we get back to a place where if you don't touch it, it's a goal?
Yeah, that's
are we gone from that now?
Yeah. I think we're trying to encourage goals, aren't we? So that's why they've changed the offside as much as possible. And then what you have to remember is the worst thing a VAR can do is disallow a goal, isn't it? That's the thing that people aren't. That's what they get most unhappy about.
Yeah.
So that I think that's what.
It's a thief,
Yeah.
VAR.
Yeah, but there, VAR really had the opportunity to give the goal.
Well, yeah, but people still blame the VAR for taking the goal away, don't they? Although it was out of his hands. This is what I mean.
I think if you are going to tighten things up and you do want to move forward, where I think most football fans will be happy with, I think that there is a way that you can get the VAR, even if he goes over and has a look, because he's in the proximity, right? But I don't believe that the goal was ruled out correctly because of the terminology that was used. That's what I'm not happy about. I'm not convinced the terminology that they disallowed the goal for is actually. I don't think it ticks all those boxes for me.
But I think it'll rumble, won't it, Jace?
I'm going to ask you about the Dan Burn one on Uttara. Had a coming together late in the game this time. Burn was sent off. Brentford were awarded a penalty.
Yeah. I think very interesting when you look at it. You look at it from one angle, you think, he doesn't get him. You look at it from another angle, he does. Referee gives a penalty, gives a yellow card to Dan Burn, gives a red card, and Dan Burn actually turns to him and said, yeah, okay. So
I actually think the first one was worse.
The one that they didn't get the penalty for?
Yeah, I thought that was worse. I'm not even convinced the second one was a penalty, if I'm honest.
Well, it is in the penalty area.
Yeah, I'm not convinced it's even a foul. I'm not afraid he touches him. Personally.
Well, that's what I said. One angle shows he doesn't, the other angle shows he does.
The first one, though, wow.
Just on the Doku one, that definitely you're happy with that as a penalty?
I think it's a penalty all day. I think if he just gets a little touch with his foot, no. But once you catch him with his knee, he knocks him off balance.
He does.
If he doesn't knock him off balance there, he's just about to shoot.
No, it's a penalty. Yeah.
Arsenal fans weren't happy with the Brian Brobby late equaliser. Potential high foot. They looked at it, but no.
I just think it was brilliant athleticism, to be honest. You know,
can't be disallowed goals for that.
It's a fantastic goal, and Gabriel throws himself at the ball because it's almost a last-ditch effort to clear it, which is what defenders do. You know, that's their job, is to block as many balls as possible. Yeah. But I just think brilliant athleticism and a very, very good goal.
But the thing also as well, what needs to be identified here, or certainly mentioned, is that that's not head height.
No, that's what I said. He threw himself forward to try and block it.
It's not head height. He's I don't know how far off that. I'm guessing around about a couple of 3 foot, maybe 4. That's not head height. You know, if he's dipping, that's just you're putting your head down there with a boot. So there's a chance you might get a whack. But it's a perfectly good goal for me.
Yeah.
All right, Derm, you're a star, mate.
Cheers, Derm. You got 2 weeks off now, matey.
Yeah, you got away with it.
Great stuff. You have a good fortnight both.
Right.
Cheers, man.
Dermot Gallagher there, former Premier League referee. Oh, I thought it was...
Bring it on with talkSPORT Bet. Download the app or visit talksportbet.com for all the latest odds and offers. 18 plus, gambleaware.org.
You're listening to the Sports Bar talkSPORT with Jamie O'Hara and Jason Cundy. Still to come, we've got a bit of midnight triv. Help us out. 03717 22 Brentford came from behind those Sunday to defeat Newcastle United, extend the visitors' miserable Premier League record on the road. Here's Eddie Howe after the game stating that the position in the table not good enough.
And we're not happy where we are. There's a frustration and lots of negative emotions associated with it, anger, etc. But we're the only ones that can change it. So we've got to use that and harness it in the right way. Make sure that we work smart in the next 2 weeks. And as I say, make sure we're unified. That's the most important thing.
Yeah, do you want to get into that quickly? Newcastle, or do we do back pages first?
Let's do back pages,
Right, we'll do back pages and get you stuck into Newcastle. Oh, I'll tell you what, let's get stuck into him now.
All right.
Jack Cunningham's joined us. Right,
Here
Jack.
we go.
Here's a shot he's not in.
There we go. No wonder you're not in here again, matey. You're like disgracing the North East. Yeah, what's going on, mate?
He's got that empty whiskey bottle behind him. Look.
It's not empty yet. It's going to be empty very soon, though, if this carries on. I'll tell you something. Wow.
What's going on with you lot, Jack? Terrible.
Away from home, absolutely terrible. Like, no wins since, I think it's 8 games now without a win away from home. It's not good enough at all. At home, still good, by the way. Still pretty good at home, but you can't achieve anything if you can't go on the road and not win a single game. And the issue Newcastle have got is we haven't played Liverpool away. We haven't played Manchester City away. We haven't played Arsenal away. We haven't played Chelsea away. All of these games are going to come next year in the second half of the season. In terms of who we've played already away from home, realistically, we should have been picking up some points from West Ham, Leeds, Brentford, and we haven't. And we're now in a position where we're pretty low down the table. The table's still close together, so if Newcastle can get on a run...
2 points off the drop.
Yeah, you've got Sunderland away soon. It's coming up. That's going to ruin your Christmas.
Sunderland away is already... I mean, I was pretty worried about it anyway, but it's getting more and more concerning as it goes on. If that's our only away win of the season, though, I'll take it.
Yeah, all right, let's get into some of the back pages. I'm going to go with the big story that's coming out. I'm seeing it quite a lot, actually. You bring out the words in him. It's on the Star, but it's on the back page quite a lot. Germany boss Julian Nagelsmann's blaming Liverpool.
Yeah, Nagelsmann has, he's come out and really sort of criticised Liverpool for Florian Wirtz's issues, shall we say, at the start of his Liverpool career, saying that the team's unstable and it's not in a good position, so it's not allowing Wirtz to contribute in the best way possible. He's also saying that he feels that Wirtz has been a bit unlucky in the sense of he's created quite a few chances and his teammates haven't finished them. And I suppose Nagelsmann's got to do this. He's got to defend his star player because Germany have built their team around Wirtz, especially with Musiala out injured at the moment as well. So he's got to do this. He also kind of said, like, about the Bundesliga and adapting from the Bundesliga to the Premier League. Well, there's another player who's adapted pretty well from the Bundesliga to the Premier League, and Nick Waltermader, and he's starting up front for Germany as well. So he's trying to contradict himself there a little bit. I think when you look at Wirtz, I mean, I was watching him on Saturday and Sunday, sorry. I didn't think he was actually that bad, but it just kind of goes a bit missing from games. And for a £116 million player, that's not his fault, the price tag, but that is what the price tag is. That's what it was. That's what they paid for him. You want a bit more from this sort of player, and it almost feels like they can't really fit him in the team. Like, had him on the left on Sunday. He got a bit lost, sort of drifting inside. When he's played in the centre of attacking midfield position, Liverpool's midfield has looked overrun, so they've switched back to Szoboszlai, McAllister and Gravenberch, which was the midfield that did so well last season. So then you're kind of wondering, well, where does he get into the team at the moment? It seems like the left-hand side position's the only real place he could get in the side. But equally, that's not his favoured position, and Cody Gakpo is almost arguably a better option in that position at this moment in time because he's offering a bit more in the attack and third than Wirtz. And like, you've got to give him time, of course you have, but equally their issues have been compounded by his poor form, and the way he's struggling so badly is an indictment of their whole team so far this season.
Indeed, watch this space. Reds Raw says the Sun, Liverpool demanding answers from refs Chief Howard Webb over Virgil van Dijk's disallowed goal. And Man City, we spoke to Derm. I'm not convinced they're going to get one from what Derm has just said to us.
I don't think they're going to get much of a way of an apology, are they really, for it? And I see your point though, Jace, where I don't know why he wasn't sent to the monitor to have a look at it and make that decision himself, because it probably was a subjective offside more than a objective offside. It's up to your judgment to decide if he's in Donnarumma's eye line or not, or if he's impacted Donnarumma at all. Yeah. I suppose he ducks out the way of the ball. If he doesn't duck out the way of the ball, then I guess it hits him and it doesn't go in. And look, Liverpool did not deserve anything from the game. Let's not gloss over that whatsoever. Manchester City were the better team by absolutely miles. But at 1-0, you score a goal from a corner with your first chance of the game. It does change the game. Of course it does. And they're going to be annoyed at this decision going against them. But decisions go against teams all the time. Yeah. It happens all the time. Liverpool have been on their fair share of decisions in their way. And I think the fact that they have just lost, they just lost the game fair and square. It's as simple as that. And I get why they're annoyed, but equally, I think you've just got to take the medicine and move on.
Okay. What's the latest across the talkSPORT website?
Oh, this is absolutely brilliant. Simon Jordan has absolutely torn into Rob Edwards and Wolves. He's called the Wolves job a crap job, and that he hoped Rob Edwards gets them relegated. So Edwards, of course, it's a bit harsh, but that is what's been said. So he's left Middlesbrough, Rob Edwards, after joining in the summer. When I think, to be fair, John's point is the fact that Edwards' stock was low because of the Luton job and the way it went.
Well, Simon sees it from the club's point of view, isn't he? As a former club owner, and he's seen managers try, leave, and he's very much against that. But I see him, but a bit harsh.
It is a bit harsh.
They're going to get relegated, it would appear, if he keeps them up.
He's going to sign a quite a long deal, I think. So I think they almost are just accepting that whatever happens, he's going to be the manager next season. I feel a bit sorry for Middlesbrough, to be fair, because they did put a lot of commitment into him, and they were doing really well. Yep. I also appreciate why Rob Edwards wants to take the job. He played for the club, and it's another chance to be in the Premier League, albeit for not very long.
Yeah, harsh from Jordan, but he is an owner, so he knows what it's like when managers just
he doesn't like it, does he? He feels their pain. Yep.
All right, JC, you're a star. Thank you,
JC.
All right, we've got Midnight Triv coming up. Those are your back pages. This is the Sports Bar on talkSPORT.